Hi, welcome to episode 31 of the StressKnits podcast. I'm Stacy, also known as StressKnits on Ravelry, and Stacy, also known on Instagram. So it is October, I didn't write down the date, 11th, I believe. It is a Tuesday. It is my day off this week, and for the next 2 weeks, I think it's my only day off. So I wanted to get a podcast in. I have some stuff to talk about, which is really exciting. And even though I don't have a full day off for about 2 weeks, I don't have as long of shifts at both places next week. And I think my longest day is 12 hours, which when I work both jobs the same day, it's not horrible. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna get some dyeing done and some knitting done, so that's really cool. Yeah, and I also noticed before I started podcasting, I checked the episode number, and we hit 1,300 subscribers, which is insane. So thank you to all the new people subscribing, and thank you to everybody that comes back every time I record. I know it's a little more sporadic than I would like it to be, but probably until next year, that's just the way it's gonna be with jobs and wedding stuff. So yeah, so this is just me. Yeah, so it's a knitting podcast, and yeah. Okay, so let's see, what should we talk about first? So I am going to be hosting a giveaway. It's gonna run from now until, I think it'll be about 2 weeks. It'll be the next time I record. So if you want to enter, I would suggest doing it sooner rather than later. It's going to be for the Yellow Roses shawl, which is a design by Quilter Caroline. She messaged me to let me know about it because she is donating 75% of the proceeds to the Mind Mental Health charity in the UK, which is just awesome. She dedicated the shawl to a friend that lost their battle with their mental health, and yes, I just think it's a really beautiful thing. It's a gorgeous shawl. I think it is an amazing cause. We all know people or ourselves deal with stuff with mental health, so I just think it's a really cool thing, and I love it so much that I bought it for myself, and I would like to buy it for one of you. So Doug just texted me. He thinks I worked today. I did not work today, babe. It's fine. I'll text him back after. But yeah, so thinking about Doug right now, I'm sorry. Yeah, so if you would like to enter, it will be in our Ravelry group, which is the StressKnits podcast. Link will be in the down bar. I know I said that past few times and I haven't put links in the down bar just because I keep forgetting, but for sure the link to the Ravelry group will be in the down bar. Maybe not if you watch this immediately when it comes up, but it should be up tonight. Yes, so, and if it's not up, it's just the StressKnits podcast group. Search StressKnits under group or go to my page and you'll see it. It has an S and a K. Okay, so what is going to be the prompt? The prompt is going to be super simple. It's just going to be let me know what yarn you would like to knit the shawl in, because I love to know what people like to knit or think about knitting something in, so I feel like that would be fun. I don't want to get too heavy because, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, I'm just not in the mood for heavy right now, so yeah, so it's just something fun. And yeah, there is that. And then also in our Ravelry group, I am hosting the Just Knit It Cal, which has been running since September, I believe September or August, and it was going to end at the end of September. Yeah, so August. It was going to end at the end of September, but because of my schedule getting more crazy than I expected it to, I've decided to push it to the end of the year. So I'll be pulling prizes for that at the end of the year. It's just a chatter thread, so if you participate, whether it's knitting or just talking about what other people are knitting or stuff that you really want to knit. All of the rules and everything are in that thread, and I will be pulling prizes from there. Speaking of prizes, one of them came in the mail, and you guys, I'm so excited about this. Look how cute this is. I'm in love. The shop, I accidentally ripped the tag off. It was attached here to this super cute, it's a progress keeper, but also zipper pull, and it's a heart, so it's super cute. The maker is Sarah, and it is Bijou Garden Gifts, handmade stitch markers and project bags. So there is that. It's super, super cute. That is the lining. I'm in love. This zipper, this bag is impeccably made. It has the boxed bottom. This, I think, is the perfect for socks or 2 skeins. That's what I would put in it, is a 2 skein project. So with that, she also let me pick out some stitch markers, which she gave me the same set, and it's on one of my projects. But I picked Golden Snitch stitch markers. So her card's in here, which is what I pulled off of there. But you'll still get the card with all of her information on it. So they're Golden Snitch stitch markers. And then there is an assortment of tea that you will be getting, as well as a skein of yarn from my stash that I just kind of, I'm not going to get to knitting to for a while, so I'm just going to give it to one of you guys. So this is stitched together hand-dyed yarn in the Mist Wraith colorway, and it is an 80/20 superwash merino nylon. And I just think it's gorgeous, and I thought it went with this bag very well. So you'll get the skein of yarn, the bag, and the stitch markers, and that is one prize. I have more prizes coming, and I will show those to you as I get them. So there is the first prize for the Cal, so please join. It's been pretty quiet. Some of that's my fault because I just have been pretty MIA via social media. So hopefully that changes soon. But let's get on to knitting. So I'm going to start off with what I'm wearing. This is my Pure Joy shawl by Joji Locatelli. It's knit out of Madeline Tosh Merino Light in the Modern Fair Isle colorway, which is the cream speckle, and Panther, which is the dark gray. And it's gorgeous, and I love it. And I wear it a lot, especially now it's getting colder. Funny story before I get into the normal content. I was wearing my Daybreak shawl, which is knit out of Jinx yarn, lavender tea, and her charcoal colorway at work. And this woman was buying books, and one of them was a knitting book, and I asked her, I was like, do you knit? And she was like, yes, I do. I've been knitting since I was 15. She was older. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. I actually knit the shawl. And she goes, oh, is that your first shawl? Or is that your first thing that you've knit? And I was like, no, I've been knitting for about 3 years. And she just goes, oh. So that was a fun experience. Kind of ruined my day, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so I just thought I'd share that with you guys because it made me really sad, but also made me laugh really hard. So I just thought it was a funny story about meeting other people who knit. I don't know. This is an iced caramel macchiato because it just sounded really good. Okay, so onto the knitting. I have a finished object. So I finally finished my Sweet Disposition socks. These are just a plain vanilla sock in my Sweet Disposition colorway, and I think this light is doing that colorway all the justice in the world. This is my Sparkle sock base, which is an 80% superwash merino, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% gold stellina. So it'd be 85% superwash merino. I'm not mathing right. Oh, I'm so tired. Okay, so 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% gold stellina. Does that add up to 100? I think so. Don't mind me, you guys. I'm actually good at math, and that was embarrassing. But you know what? My brain isn't all there right now. So yes, I finished these. I haven't blocked them or anything yet. I'm in love with them. So again, Sweet Disposition colorway StressKnits yarn, which is my hand-dyed yarn. And I love them, so yay, they're finally done! So there are those. Then, I have some whips. The first thing we will talk about is, I think they are in here. Nope, that's not where they're at. They're literally right in front of me. I have so much stuff over here. So I've been working on my Pebble Socks by Mina Phillip. This one's been done for a while. The yarn is Nomadic Yarns, her Sparkle Gnome in the Garden Gnome colorway. But it reminded me of Christmas, so I just want to work on them because I'm ready for Christmas. So this is the Pebble Sock pattern. It's beautiful. Neighbors are loud. Yeah, so it's just a beautiful basic stitch pattern that's textured. I carried it around the entire leg. Yeah, so there is the first sock. It's been done for a while. And then I've been working on the second sock, and I actually might finish this tonight. Pretty close. So here's sock number 2. I have my super cute pretzel stitch marker. Yeah, so I really, really love them. I'm really excited. I'm knitting them on a US 1 2.25 millimeter needle. These are my Addy Turbo Sock Rockets. I love them. So that's what the yarn looks like in stockinette. I think it's gorgeous. Again, reminds me of Christmas, so first pair of Christmas socks for the year are almost done. There is the cake. So yeah, I've been knitting on those. I did the heel flap turn and gusset decreases, and now I'm down the foot, and I did all of that today. So that's really exciting. So hopefully those will get done tonight before I go to bed. What else do I have to talk about? I have also put a little bit of work on my mom's Pure Joy shawl, which I'm knitting for my wedding for her to wear with her dress. Oh, so much stuff. Okay. That is not the right cake of yarn. This is a bag that I made like around this time last year. It's a hot mess because like it's coming undone. Yeah, but I love it because I sewed it. Yeah, but I made a little bit more progress. I did an entire wedge. I just think it's showing up better than the last time that I showed it. So that color is very accurate. Neighbors, okay. So my Sucre miniature sprinkled donut stitch marker. So this is my hand-dyed yarn is the light pink with the gray speckles. That is again on my sparkle base and the Always You colorway, which I dyed specifically thinking of my wedding. So that, and then the gray is Jinx Yarn Single Merino in charcoal. So I'm using that for the stripes, the stripe eyelet sections, and then I'm going to use Panther, which is what I used on this shawl, for the large edging band. So yeah, a few more wedges to go, but it's growing. It's starting to look more like the Pure Joy. So yeah, I'm just working on another pink wedge. Yeah, hopefully I will get this done. My goal is to get this done by Thanksgiving. That is my goal. No, this is my Always You colorway. So it's just this really beautiful light ballerina pink with those speckles that you see in there. I really love it. I think it's gorgeous. It's not my perfect pink, but it is a very pretty pink. I really like old lady pink. Kind of mauve, but more of like that taupey pink. I love that color so much. Okay, so there is my Pure Joy shawl. Then I cast something else on because, you know what, I was having a bad day last week. So I went to the yarn store, picked up 2 skeins of yarn for some hats. Because at Starbucks we're allowed to wear hats as long as they're like a neutral color. So in my Freckled Whimsy bag that I love, I am knitting the Cozy Head Happy Head hat. Ooh, my cable needle fell out. By Joji Locatelli. This is my cable needle. I tried to cable without a needle and it goes faster, but I don't like it. I kind of love the process of using a cable needle, so I don't mind using them. But yes, this is the hat. I am using Malabrigo Rios, which is their worsted weight with a ply in the natural colorway. On Hiya Sharps US 8. I'm finding that I love Hiya Sharps in 16-inch. I think they're perfect, but I don't know if it's showing up very well. Yeah, so there's the cable. This I did in an afternoon before I went to work one day. I cast it on. I did not do the tubular, that was hard, the tubular cast on, just because I wanted to start knitting this and I didn't want to read directions and learn something new. So eventually I'll do a tubular cast on, but for now, just a normal long tail cast on. I'm using my Golden Snitch stitch marker. The set also comes with one progress keeper, just so you know. Yeah, so I really love this. It's by Joji Locatelli. I don't know if I said that. And it's so cute. I'm really excited to wear this. I would put it on, but I feel like that would look weird. I'm knitting the larger size because I like a slouchier hat. Yeah, so I really, really love it. I really like cabling. I haven't cabled since my BFF socks by Cookie A that I knit around in like May. But I really like cabling. Yeah, everybody's casting on a wickerwork pullover or his knit one. I was watching Jenny and Devin of the Handmade in Woolen podcast, previously Tiny Paper Foxes, and she was wearing her wickerwork pullover, I think that's what it's called, and I was in love. And then Jacqueline of the Brooklyn Knit Focus knit one, and KT of Inside Number 23 is swatching for one in Quince & Co. Honey, which is one of my favorite colors of all time. So I want to knit one. But then Jenny was talking about how much knitting without a cable needle helped that whole thing. And it made me go, I don't know if I want to know. So I might do the void shawl first. I also really want to knit. And then maybe try that. That was some tangent-y stuff. Yeah, so next, it is October. So that's all the stuff I've been working on lately. I haven't had a lot of knitting time. I started to yesterday and today. So hopefully I get some more knitting done this week and next week because I have shorter days. So I'm really excited about it, even though I don't have a day off. I'm really excited to knit. Oh, speaking of, so Sunday, the 22nd or 23rd of October, whatever that Sunday is, so not this Sunday, but next Sunday, is the Ann Arbor Fiber Festival. And being a person that lives relatively close to Ann Arbor, it's just about a half hour away from me, Ann Arbor, Michigan, if you didn't know. That's where like U of M is and all that jazz. But they're having a fiber festival, and it looks like Doug and I are going to be able to go. I just need to get somebody to cover an hour or two, or even my whole shift at Starbucks. I have the day off at Barnes & Noble. Yeah, so I just need to find somebody to cover a few hours of that shift so that Doug and I can go. But we're going Sunday. Saturday just does not work with either of our schedules. So we'll be there Sunday. I'm excited to see Leading Man Fiber Arts in person along with a lot of others. I don't know how much I'll be buying because I've done some damage. Don't get on Etsy at night when you're having a bad day because you're just going to want to buy everything. But yeah, so I will be there hopefully. So I'm really excited. It's going to be my first fiber festival. It's going to make up a little bit for not going to Rhinebeck. I'm hoping next year, Doug and I are talking about going to Rhinebeck. So, I don't know what this was, but fingers crossed that we get to go to Rhinebeck next year. Yeah, so anyway, it is October, which is Socktober in the knitting world. So I have some Socktober goals. I've pulled out a few languishing sock whips. One is actually over there. You know, I'm gonna go get it. 1 second. As Sue would say, I'm playing the part of Molly of a Homespun House who just uploaded a video. So that's what I'm going to be watching while I'm packing up the Gilmore Girls Yarn Club shipment number 2. They will be going out tomorrow, so I'm really excited. But yes, languishing sock whips. It was really hard. I'm really stuffy. I feel like I'm just getting over everything. It's fine. It's so good. Yes, so anyway. Languishing sock whips. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me today. It's later than I usually podcast. Yeah. But anyway, so I have a few. And so I decided to pull them out. One of them were my Pebble socks, which should be done tonight or tomorrow. And then I have my Bubblegum Princess socks redo that I'm doing. It's all tangled in my other sock whip. So if you don't remember, a few weeks ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, I pulled out, I frogged an entire pair of socks that I knit out of coloring book yarns in the Princess Bubblegum colorway. Yeah, because they just didn't fit right. They weren't long enough for me. I think everything's okay. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so, yeah, I frogged them and broke them down to make another pair because I love the sock yarn. Coloring book yarns is so hard to get. If you've tried, you know how hard it is to get. So I'm doing these. So I'm doing contrasting heel, toes, and cuffs instead of doing the straight, just the straight striped sock like I did last time. So that way it goes a little further. So I am at the heel. They're not gonna match, and I don't really care, to be honest. Not with these. So I'm just gonna finish off this little bit and then do the heel in white or cream, and then I have another little skein at home for the foot, and then I have 2 other ones to use. So yeah, these are my Princess Bubblegum socks. I hope to at least have one of these done by the end of October. So there's that. And then one of my favorite sock whips, and I took my time, or I'm taking my time because I love this yarn so much. It's Wool and Vine Yarns in the Pablo the Blowfish colorway, which was a one-of-a-kind, and I saw it and I had to have it. I got it during spring break last year, so like April, and I've been knitting them pretty much since then. So here is the cake, and it's gorgeous, and I love Wool and Vine yarn. You guys know how much I love Wool and Vine. With my Mac and Cheese Sucre Miniature stitch marker and my Knit Pro Zings. Yeah, so I did the heel flap and heel turn. I need to do the gussets in the foot. That's it. So hopefully I'll get at least one of these done as well. And then I have some stuff for Doug that I really, really need to finish. So this is one of them. This is Coloring Book Yarns as well in the Marceline colorway. He really loves this. So I did a heel flap and gusset, which I usually don't do on his socks. Historically, I've done Fish Lips Kiss Heel because he likes the way it looks, but I think that the heel flap and gusset will help them fit his foot better. So, yes, Marceline, and then the heel and toe are, I think it's Knit Picks, just based on the way it looks. Knit Picks Dove Heather in the stroll fingering. I need to order more stroll anyway for a bridesmaid thing, so I'm just gonna order more. And these are on Chiaogoos, US 1.5. So I did the gussets and everything like that, and so I just need to knit the foot about the same length as the leg. So there's sock number 1. Here's the cake. Again, Coloring Book Yarns is just amazing. And then in my Splendor Falls bag, which I love, I have a whip that I lost because I changed purses and I forgot that I left it in my purse. But I found it today. And this is Doug's yarn that he dyed. It is Unaware on my smooth sock base, which if you guys want me to bring back smooth sock, just let me know. I might do it periodically, but it's a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and he dyed this based off of the 1975 album that came out this past year. And I am almost done with this sock. I have a few more inches of the foot to go, and then the toe, which will also be in gray. The gray this time though is Madeline Tosh Twist Light in the Astrid Gray colorway, which I knit a featherweight cardigan out of and a baby vertebrae or newborn vertebrae for my future niece. So here's the sock. I love this colorway. It's gorgeous. It is. So this is about the length I would knit my foot. I have to knit like that much more and then do the toe because he has large feet. Not as large as some of you guys have to deal with, but he's only a size 10.5. Still large though. When I'm used to knitting for a size woman's 5.5 foot, to go to a US men's 10 is pretty rough. But yeah, so these are knit on carbons, Knitter's Pride carbons US 1.5. Yeah, so those will be getting done soon as well. So I hope to finish at least this pair and his Marceline pair, because I have one more pair that I really, really want to knit him for Christmas, and give him those 3 together along with like a hat or 2. So we'll see what happens. Next is stash enhancement. Again, I said I went a little crazy, but I have one more thing coming. Because I caught a Legacy Fibers update, which I'm so excited. I was catching up with Sue and Chelsea earlier today while I was knitting my pebble socks, and they just make me so happy. I love them. Okay, so we'll do, let's do bags first, because guys, I caught the bag bug. I don't know. So so when I got this, she let me pick it out. And I was just like, you know what, I will see if I like it, and if I like it, I'm going to keep it for myself, and then I'll buy another one, because she had so many beautiful bags in her shop, Sarah, of Bijou, right? I think that's how you say it, Bijou Garden Gifts. Sarah, if I'm saying that wrong, please correct me. But I loved this, and I thought I was going to keep this, but I ordered another one because I was like, I just need to. That's fine. I'll fix it. It's not a big deal. I'm just gonna. I'll give you guys mine. Not a big deal. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. So, I ordered another one because I saw this and I fell in love with it, and I was like, I'm gonna keep it for myself and get another one, and give the one that I buy to you guys. But then I got the one that I bought in the mail, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep this one that I bought and give the one that I gave you guys the nice one, that I didn't break, because I like to pull on things when I get kind of nervous when I podcast still sometimes, so nervous habits. So you guys get this one, and I am keeping the one that I bought. So this is the one that I bought, and do you know what sold me on it, you guys? It's this fabric, which is the lining. Like, these are so reasonably priced. Oh, also, Stacy, I'll put this in the down bar as well. She is offering a 10% off discount to StressKnits viewers, and it's just StressKnits as the coupon code, all caps. So seriously, go take advantage of it. I did it. It basically equated to pretty much free shipping in the US, because I think she's in Florida, so I hope she's doing okay with all the Hurricane Matthew stuff. But So I hope all of you guys that are down there are doing okay. But, especially if has anybody in here. It's horrible. I need to stop thinking about it because I'm just gonna get sad. Yeah, so I love this bag. I really love the really whimsical floral designs like this that are very small. I'm in love. And then the mint just sealed it for me because I love mint. So there is my first bag stash enhancement. My second is I caught a Suburban Stitcher update, which I was so excited for. I have not been able to buy a bag from Diane yet, because one, I love Diane. She is one of my favorite podcasters. I love everything that she knits, and then her bags are just gorgeous. And I love it. I love it, love it. So Diane, if you're watching, I love your bag. I also love your tag. It's very satiny and cute. And this handle is amazing. But yeah, so I am not even an owl person, but the colors in this bag are just gorgeous. So yeah, and then the inside, again, the liner just sold me. It's so pretty. So these are very much like my fall colors. I love it. And the big zippers are awesome too. So yeah, Diane, you're amazing. Gosh, so I just got 2 of the coolest bags ever from Sarah and Diane. I keep showing you that side. So they're both box bottoms. They're done a little differently, or at least they're folded differently. Yeah, but this one is literally the exact same as this one, and they're so reasonably priced. Sarah's amazing, and so is Diane. So this will be just a cute little sock sack or for a hat. I'm so excited. Stash enhancement, which is also going to go along into an Ask Me Anything question. So I've been asked this a few times, so I'm going to go through how I stock destashes, because that is how I get a lot of my yarn. 2 of these are actually from destashes. So I'm going to get a little cozier while I talk about this. I'm also wearing my hand knit socks in my Sleeping Beauty colorway that I did for Diary. That was a Diary of a Yarn Snob, the Dyer's Notebook. Her Laura's podcast, who is the diary behind Jinx Yarn, who is having an update in an hour and a half that I want to get some gingerbread house. I'm gonna try so hard because I usually work Tuesday night, so I didn't get to catch it last time. Anyway, so destashes. I stock destashes on Ravelry. I'm constantly looking at Wool and Vine yarn, A Homespun House, Jinx yarn, Hedgehog fibers, and Life in the Long Grass. I am obsessed with Life in the Long Grass. I have been searching for Rose Hip, that colorway. Hedgehog fibers, I was looking for Soda Pop, which I found on a destash. Wool and Vine yarns, I'm looking for so many. Currently, I'm looking for Come On Barbie, Let's Go Party, I Am No Bird, and Je ne sais quoi. Those are the 3 that I really want from her right now. I want all of her colors because I love them, but those are 3 that I'm looking for pretty hard. Jinx yarn, I love everything. All of her princess colorways. There's some Ariel on destash that I'm really looking at. Gingerbread House. There's a few other colorways of hers I just really love. Midgar, I really love. When she knit a socket hat out of it, I thought it was beautiful. It's black and teal-ish, like aqua blue color. It's gorgeous. But yeah, so in A Homespun House, I'm literally just looking for everything because the conversion rate and the shipping is just so expensive. I've only ever bought once directly from her, and it was for Mermaid at the Black Lake. And I'm planning on treating myself sometime soon, probably after the wedding, to another skein of her yarn because I love Molly so much. I also look for Fawn and the Fox because I'm obsessed with Laura's yarn, skein yarn from Australia. I really, really want Industrial Age from Skein. Oh my goodness. And then Laura, I love her Never Let Me Go colorway. It's absolutely stunning. Just everybody, I love hand-dyed yarn, you guys. I have such an appreciation for it. Okay, so de-stash. I found two things. So what I do is in the stash tab on Ravelry, you can search for anything. So what I do is I usually just go by dyer, and if it's a bigger dyer, for example, Madeline Tosh, Life in the Long Grass, well, I don't do it for Life in the Long Grass, like Skein, like their top draw sock, I'll type in Skein top draw, and I'll hit stash, and then on the side you will see, it'll say like in progress, used up, traded, gifted, or for sale or trade. I always click for sale or for trade, and then everything that is available will pop up, and you will find some other things. Like when you do a homespun house, homespun by Lion Brand comes up as well, but Molly's yarn comes up first, at least when I search for it. So you just do that, you click on any of them that you like, and you message the person who is offering it. I've never had any problem. I have had people not get back to me. I'm currently looking for Birch by Madeline Tosh in one of the fingering weights because I want to use it in a shawl, but I don't want to spend the full money plus shipping for it right now. And so when I can't spend the money on a skein of yarn, I go to de-stashes because I've gotten like a skein of woolen vine for like $20 with shipping instead of the $30+ it is normally. So that's really exciting. And like hedgehog fibers, I'll find it for like $25 instead of $30 and like the $25 includes shipping. So it depends on who you're buying from, it depends on what you're looking for, but use specific colorway names if you want to, or what I prefer to just look up the dyer or the brand and browse that way. You can also, there's a little drop down menu to sort, and recently added is really great, especially for the bigger dyers like Madeline Tosh and Hedgehog Fibers that have a lot on their de-stash, have a lot that people are de-stashing because a lot of the older stuff, some people just forgot to take it out of there, or they don't use Ravelry anymore, which I've run into a few times. So yeah, the more recent it's been listed, the more likely you are to get a quicker response, is what I have found. So that is my tip for de-stashing. I hope that helps anybody that has had questions. I highly recommend doing that. It has saved me a lot of money with this hobby, and still being able to knit with the quality yarns that I really enjoy, and like you're secondhand supporting an indie dyer. Yeah, you get to knit with your yarn, and it's just giving you an opportunity to knit with a yarn at a lower cost, especially stuff like woolen vine. There's a decent amount up right now too, so if you're interested, go look at de-stash. And you're helping people out who, like when I de-stash yarn, I'm doing it for like the wedding or to buy groceries or like stuff like that. So just think about, I know a lot of people have done it to like help like do car repairs, and like, so you're helping people and families gain money back while also supporting your hobby and supporting other indie dyers. So I just think it's a really, really cool way to get yarn and cost effective. Okay, so what I found on de-stash, it's gonna be a little crinkly, so if you don't like it, oh well. So this is a set of a homespun house, her little skeins, her mini skeins. So I'm super excited. This looks like one of the first batches she has ever come out with, just because of the colors. Like there is Berlin Sunset, Berlin Sunrise, Birthday Cake. It looks like sprinkles right here, or no, that's Unicorn. This is Unicorn. Looks like Blush, Mermaid of the Black Lake, Half-Blood Prince. So I'm really excited. I was so excited to find that because I've been wanting to use that for a while, and I need to keep working on my blanket. So super excited about that. Another thing I found on de-stash, also with Hedgehog Fibers, because this is how I found the skein of Pewter, which is a Sock Club colorway, which is really hard to find. So it's this like beautiful rich blues and grays with rusts. Like, look at this shock of rust. I love that color. So Hedgehog Fiber sock in Pewter. Hedgehog Fibers does have a Ravelry group, and on there is an in search of thread, in search of / for sale or trade. So people will post, I'm looking for this colorway in Hedgehog Fibers and this base, and people will message them. There's no chatter though. You just message the person directly. So a few times that's how I got my skein of Tickle, which I knit my BFF socks by Cookie out of. That's how I got this skein of yarn, is people go, hey, I have these yarns that I'm destashing from Hedgehog Fibers, message me if you're interested, this much money. That's how I got the skein. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's the old sock base, so it's just super soft. So I'm really excited. So there's that. And then the last thing I got is from Peepaloo Fields. This is not on Destash, I just bought it from her Etsy shop. I've been looking at Peepaloo Fields for the longest time, and as much as I love everything that she does, or he, I don't know if it's a she, might be a he, whatever they do, I've loved. But this color has had me enamored forever, but I only saw it on DK. So I check back periodically when they have updates to see if they have it in stock, and they did, so I just bought it. This is the Rosy colorway on her sock base. It is an 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, because you know it's my favorite. So it's rosy, and so it has like these beautiful pinks and aquas, and there's some mustard yellows and this beautiful purple. I love it. So that's stash enhancement for right now. Like I said, I have a skein of Legacy Fiber Arts coming to me. Super excited about that. I am sending out to Gilmore Girls Sock Club the second installment. This is my favorite. I already know what I'm doing for my last one, but this one is, it's my favorite. I'm gonna dye a skein for myself. I also think this is gonna be the only one that comes to the shop, because I am just so I love it. I think I captured what I was going for very well. Not to toot my own horn, but I love it. So yeah, so as far as shop update stuff goes, I'm not gonna have a set shop update anytime soon. I need to buy some more bare yarn to dye and find the time to do so. So what it looks like is going to be happening is just periodically I will announce when a shop update is happening. It's not going to be a huge like 20 plus skein update like I've had in the past. I think I might have 1 or 2 more for the year, which I know doesn't sound like that many, but we're coming up on mid-October, and then it's Thanksgiving, and then it's Christmas, and then it's the New Year, and then I get married. So like my bridal shower is the 5th of November, so it's coming up. So I just won't have time, and I know all of you understand that, and I love all of you for it. So thank you to everybody that bought the Gilmore Girls Yarn Club. I'm so excited for your last 2 installments, for you guys to get that, and everybody that supported me in the shop. I'm not stopping anytime soon by any stretch of the imagination. I love what I do. Yeah, so what I'm planning on is having a few, like 2 updates between now and my wedding. Probably now and like Christmas, around there. And then after that, just dyeing periodically, and then having a giant shop update. Like I'm hoping to have like 100 skeins in January. So yeah, so that's what's going on. I'm gonna text Doug back because it's been about 45 minutes. So thank you all for spending time with me, and I can't wait to show you what I finish and what I start next time. So I hope you guys have a wonderful time knitting, and